Welcome into the late afternoon, less than an hour before the Super Bowl takes off, and we got communication of the half-life. I don't know what all these things, you have to understand. I need to work with other puzzles in order to know more. I only can tell you the aspect of how numbers match each other, what numbers do. What numbers do, what letter positions do because of the numbers. In the Atlanta family Falcons, AJS, TBK, LUC, AJS, NWE, TBK. What are these? These are the families. These are the families. The N has a vowel of E inside of it. The J and S have a value of A. Although S says ES as in sound, it's now AES, which creates the O. Arts and entertainment, 1 and 5, 1 inside 4 creates 5, the 4 corners. You add on the head, you add on the roof, you add on the fifth aspect of that cube. You have 3 sides and 2 sides. There's 5 sides to a cube because of man's head is 1 side. But remember, that's all in the... Anyways, we're not going to get into that. JB, to start it off, communication. Inside Atlanta Tech. You know, the way it works in computers, that's what it is. Atlanta gives you 67, and a short count. It gives you to a total of 15. The short count is 15. The high count is 67. Imagine there's a 52 spread, and that's Earth. Earth, Mars, time, right here in Atlantic Falcons. Okay? It says yo communication. Yo communication. New England, 555 for new. Everything to do with N is the pass, right? The 5 is the pass, the crossing pass. 4, 5, and 6 crosses. 5, 5, and 5. 2, 5, and 8 crosses. 4, 5, and 6 crosses through 5. 5 and .55. New England stands for G and E, the moon. It's a trio. It's a cooperative between trio. 57, the moon. 9 lives of the cat. All red. New England, only the D is black. Make this 53 electric company. 4 and 53 equals 49, a gateway. Pay trio. Streets. Your land or my land. My equals to 13, 25, 38, or minus 23 communication. It is creation of the heavens or the church, the steeple. 3 and 1 for land, alternate current. D is the only black one. Land is all red. What does red mean? La la la, la la la, inside your. Okay, actually says the sky system. 10, 10, 10, right? Connecting the stars in through the numbers. How are the numbers connected? 6 on the top row, 10 on the center row, and 24 on the bottom. Right? 6 times 4, 6 plus 4, creating these numbers. 4 corners. 1, 2, 3. It's 1 and 4 equals 5. 7 and 8 equals to 15. The corner total is 20. 5 and 6. Corner over here and the corner total over here is 5 and 5, and the corner total here is 5 and 6, 55, 66. We use these two and these two, these two and these two, we get 2398. 9 and 8, 17. 8 and 2, 6, 8 and 2, 10. 2 and 3, 5. 2 across from 9, 3 across from 8, right? That's not how it works. The 8 goes in the 3, see the 2 spot? 2 is down here, 9 is to the side, 2 is to the side, 3 is above. Top left, right, above, bottom, right, left, bottom. That's the description. Here we have 5766. This is the year 2000, this alignment over here. See where the corner comes in? This corner over here and this corner over here, 162. This one represents the alignment of the Mayans because their numbers sync with the number of hours in a 9-period day of birth. 9 times 24, 216. Add 1 to 20. It equals 210. Forget about the 6 because that 6 will be 0, giving me 0 again, 210. Right? 210, 216. So all these relationships, Earth and the cycle, gematria, 2 sides of gematria, the gateway through the moon. Creation of the high heavens. 5566 versus 5766 to be discussed. Is this the crossways between 5 and 6, F and F? What is it? 5, 6, 11, 11. And this one over here, I have 12, 12. 5 and 7, 5 and 7, 11 and 13, 2 and 4. Here we have 0, 0, or here we have 2 and 2. Life, 2 and 2, and 2 and 4, and that's where Grover Cleveland comes in. We're going to take this on to another level. I'm going to take the camera off and point it down so I can explain this thoroughly. We're going to bring 4 areas together. We're going to bring 4 complete areas together, right? These are the areas I'm bringing together. First, I'm going to connect this area over here. Now, the question is remember, if I'm connecting, either they have to touch completely, either they might need separation, right? I might need a square separation to actually bring them together. Do you follow what I'm saying? Do you see the separation over here? One line. They're not separated in height. They're separated in width. The question is, do we separate them in height and width? And then we'd draw a line over here, and then we draw a line over here. Height and width are separated. This is equal. And you would say no. And I would say it is equal. And the reason that it's equal, you have to understand, this is I don't know, you want to call this physics or something, but okay, do you see this leg over here? You see this over here? Right? You see this? This is the separation. Everybody is sharing one position, and everybody is sharing the 9 spot. The 9 spot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. Now you go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 4, is that what it is? 4, 5, 6, 5, 4. And this cross is shared. In this scenario over here, okay, in this scenario over here, we come in with the same area. We come in with the same area. Let me explain this. In this over here, we come in with these 4. These 4. The cross, okay, is this complete 3, 6, and 9 area on both sides, above and below. See the difference between the two? And I can give you a numerological count, and there's even more of a distance of this. I have to add in another 1, 2, 3. I have to add another block to completely separate all the 9s. If I come and let me show you. If I separate all the 9s, I separate all the 9s. Here's all the 9s. Okay, these are all 9s. Now I connect them together here, and I connect them together again over here. Then all these, oh, did I do that right? Then all these, let's take away this area over here. All these different ways of connecting bring on different realities, whether this is on a levels up, and we connect to a lower world and a lower world and a lower world, and then we say, oh my God, the world is round, the world is square, the world is a pyramid, and so on and so forth. So we'd have to, we'd be connecting all these corners over here. We come up and we just add this on over here. Sharing position here, sharing position here. You want to call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and have 9 in both corners? 7 and 9 in both corners. Anyways, just let's stay away from that. Let's go over the numbers now. Let's go over the numbers, okay? When I take this 9 in the center, okay, and I want to hook up this 5, I need to connect 9 and 6, 15, and 8, 23, connects to 5. So that would be 23 and 5 to connect. Here, I would need 23 and 5. And here I would need 23 and 5. But in the last one, I'm the one connecting. I'm the one connecting. What am I connecting? Are we connecting all fours? Or are you connecting one life? Do 4 connect? Or is 1 the stand? The in and the out? You know what I'm saying? Are we coming in and out through 9? How is this working? I have to understand how it's working. First of all, 1 is not enough. But we're just going to just do the numerological value. These corners are 9th and 11th, 12. So the corners are all 12. The corners are all 12. That would give us 36. I think I wrote it down here already. 36. If the corners were all 12, it would give us 36 and 12. Right? If the centers, okay, was 7, 8, 15, 7, 8, 15, 15 and 15, the letter OO, 3, 6, 3, 6, 9, 9. It would be 15 and 9. It would be the letter O and I. Also looks like 10. Results in 24. 9 and 9, 18. 15 and 50, 30 is 48, equaling to the son and the girl. Add 9 to the equation. 15 and 15 is 39. 9 and 9 and 9 is 27 and 39. Equals to 66. But the reality is it's 18 and 30 and 9, which equals to 57, and that is the moon. Number to the moon, G&E, General Electric, George, the great George. All right, the great George. Again, in this scenario, what is surrounding 9? Surrounding 9 is 8, 5, and 6, which is 13 or 11. 13 or 11, MB if you want to call it the memory. 13 and 11 is 19. 13 and 11 is 19. 13 and 11 is 19, 19, 19, but it's not. Because after you use the 8, the 5, 6, and 8, this one is 19. And then after you use the 5, you use the 1, 2, 3 numbers. Then over here you use, this number is used, so you're only using 5 and 8. But if we use them all, they'd be all 19s. Be 4 times 19 equals 68, and that's your communication. But that's not the way it works. 8 and 5, 19 and 5 is 24, 32, 43, 48. Pluto. Communication. Inside this 48, it's only 20 that is not connected to 3, 6, 9, or 8. 3, 6, nothing is connected to 6 and 8, right? 6 and 8 is your communication. 6 and 8, 6 and 8, 6 and 8, 6 and 8. 8 and 6, 14, 14, 28, cycle of the moon. So all these numbers are just telling you the story. If I had to go all the way around, I would go 12 and 5, 17. I would go all the way down here, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, 23, 24, 25, 29, 36, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. You'd have 48 around. You have 48 around there, and you had inside here 5, 6, 5, 16, and 16, 32, the freezing point, 40, 49, 57, 48, and 57 equals to 69. 7 and 9, 15. 1 and 5 equals 6, Mars, and 9. The total is 105, the hand of God, all swinging around the 9 position. So this would be 114 if you wanted to count it that way. So you have outside 48, inside 57, and 9. This one equals to 12, 3. This one equals to 12, 3. This one equals to 9. 9 times 3, 27 times 3 is 81 plus 12 plus 15 equals to 96. Or instead of plus 12, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 equals 6 equals to 87. Reflection of 96. What's inside 96? 6, 7. 1 up, 1 down. 6, 7, 8. The gateway. In this short split of numbers, the center equals to 36. The going around is now double. They bring in their barrier hope. They bring in their barrier hope. Then they skip over. So there's a whole line that's not even counted. Or if it was, it would be right over here. If you're a ship, you have wings. Remember, if this is the point over here and you own half that point, anybody else that wants to own half that point is over here. If you want to share something, you each have to make 2 individual worlds, and then you share over here. Your original world was over here. Your original world was over here. You made a bubble here. You made a bubble here. And now we intertwine within the worlds. Nobody goes to these areas here. No one goes to these areas over here. And in this one over here, you live. And here's your exchange. Here's your area 59. I don't know how it works. Can't explain it. So do you understand? 57 75 93 42 15 1542 1542 1542 1542. So now you cross them all in. 1 5 9 15 20 21 1 5 9 21. You remember they said 357, but that 357 plays only over here. 357 here, 357 here. So we have to connect more of these train tracks and designs to understand where the rest of the number goes. This is basic training for numbers. Have you followed me? Did you not follow me? Is there something you don't understand? All I'm doing is adding up situations. Situations. If I take this whole corner over here, it's 45. If I take what's left over here on this corner to use the top half, you remember there's a top half and a bottom half. The bottom half is smaller than the top half. So if you take a deck of cards out, the inside is what you would play in cards, right? And you would see in cards, right, that the cards would be 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. That would be your 4 card, right? Those are the outside. All the 2s, when you see 4 of them, those are the 2s. So the 2 card actually means 4 areas. Top left, bottom right, top right, bottom left. Right? When you squeeze this in, you get 2, 3, 2, 7. You get 5, 2 plus 3 plus 2, 7. 5 plus 6 plus 5, 16. 1 and 6, 7. 8 and 9, 17. Plus 8, 25, 7. 5 and 6, 7. You get a total of 2, 3, 2, 7, 16, 7, 25, 7. Spirit of the half-life. If you take the word 1 equals to number 34. 6 equals to number 52. 1 and 6 equals 7. 3 and 4 is 7. 5 and 2 is 7. 1 and 6 is 7. 2 and 5 is 7. 2 and 2 is 4. 4 and 3 is 7. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation Pegasus. Let the numbers build everything back in the words they spoke. The words that were written and the words we were taught. Everything is out there for us to know. Thank you. Coming to you from the House of Paint. Share my videos from the House of Paint, my friends.